dear traders and partners of AMarkets, my name is Daria, I'm the financial advisor, and today we're going to discuss the situation in the global financial markets. So let's get started. The euro rebounded on Thursday from a two-week low against the dollar, which fell after fresh inflation data showed US consumer spending rose less than expected in May. The euro-USD pair peaked at 1.0488, ending the North American session in the area after falling amid a deepening eurozone recession and an energy crisis fueled by the war in Ukraine. At the beginning of the quarter, traders will be keeping an eye on the eurozone inflation data due to on Friday, which could give some indication of how aggressive the ECB could be in raising rates. Meanwhile, the yield on 10-year bonds fell to a minimum, below the psychological level of 3%. Stocks also fell, with the S&P 500 down 1%. In the foreign exchange market, the DXY fell sharply after a slight gain as the yen regrouped due to falling yields. The dollar's gains were largely unchanged given growing fears of a global recession, although Thursday's data was far from impressive and did nothing to dampen fears that the US economy is slipping into recession. Next, AUD/USD and the US calendar published data on inflation, which showed that it is slowing down. The May Consumer Price Index rose 6.3% year-on-year, less than expected, while core PCE, the Fed's favorite measure of inflation, rose 4.7% year-on-year, below estimates, according to the data. US Bureau of Economic Analysis, while this is a good sign for the US economy, the same report highlights that US consumers spent less in May for the first time in 2022, with previous figures revised down, indicating the economy is not as strong as expected. At the same time, the US Department of Labor released initial jobless claims for the week ending the 25th of June that were higher than expected. Investors will be keeping an eye on Australia's economic report, which will feature the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI for June. Last WTI, and following Thursday's meeting, OPEC Plus announced on Thursday that it would stick to its plan to increase oil production by 648,000 barrels per day in August. The group has refrained from discussing an exit strategy since September. Meanwhile, the price of oil fell sharply on Thursday on recession fears and signs that US gasoline demand could weaken amid high price. The decline comes after the Energy Information Administration said on Wednesday that US oil inventories fell more than expected last week. However, analysts believe that the price dynamics still do not indicate restrictions on demand for crude oil. So for now, these are the main trading ideas for the upcoming trading session. Thank you for your attention, subscribe to our channel, and we will do our best for you to reach success trading with AMarkets.